Hello Aquarius, this is Inspire 2016 with your monthly reading for the month of February 2018, focusing on your career and work life. So I hope you have a good month so far for the month of January 2018, and hopefully that will be a good month for you. So let's see what is in store for you for next month. So the first card for you, representing the present positions or towards the beginning of the month, you have the Eight of Spades. So at the beginning of the month, it does look like that you possibly a little bit confused on the way things are. Possibly if you just landed new jobs or if you just get hired. So at the beginning of the month, you may have a lot of questions or a lot of things that you don't know the answer, and you just try to figure out yourself, but it doesn't solve the problem, for instance, and that makes you feel a little bit kind of, like you don't know what to do, but you don't really know how to solve these problems, but you need to solve the problem. So it looks like you are frustrated with the whole things, with the whole situations, that like you just can't move, and you don't have any power to release yourself, because somehow you have a lot of demand, or a lot of people that are relying on you, but somehow you cannot even help yourself to solve their problems, to solve your own problem before you can solve other people's problem. So that's something that you feel in the beginning of the month. You're just feeling stuck in your head. You just don't know what to do, and you just cannot help yourself. And that's something that is really, really hard to experience, because you just don't have the power to do it, and you just don't have the capability as well to resolve the situations. So let's see the next card that you have, representing the towards the middle of the month, or the bridge card, or the influence card. You have the Nine of Spades. So it's pretty clear here that you are progressing from the 8 to the 9, which is something that you may have to, like the intensity is getting higher and higher, and it does look like that possibly people around you also give you a lot of expectations and targets or deadline and things like that. If you are still like studying as well, possibly you may have a lot of deadlines towards the middle of February, and that's something that you are aware of. That's why you are feeling stuck as well at the beginning of the month, and it makes you feeling anxious as well. Other than that, if you are working, like I said before, if you just landed a new job in the beginning of the month, you may feeling fearful towards the middle of the month, of the way, like you are fearful of how does this employer react to my behavior, how does, let's say, the coworker responds towards my results, or my like the decision that I made, or the things that I give the feedback for during the meeting, and things like that, and those type of like overthink things through, and like really fearful of the way like how the people perceiving you in some way, how do they react on your response, and things like that. That's really occupy all of your brain, all of your emotions, and all of your thinkings towards the middle of the month. And that's really something that you may have to avoid as well. Don't be too stressed on the situations on hand. And there's a lot of air energy here, since you are also on an air sign. It looks like a lot of thinkings and problem solving towards, from the beginning of the month towards the middle of the month, and it really influenced you as well in the bigger level. So let's see what is the next card for you, representing the past positions. You have the Two of Spades. So the Two of Spades here indicates strongly that in the past you may have presented by several choices, and the choice is that something that you don't know which one that you want to take, and that's clearly enough now. It looks like that possibly you chose the options that you may not really aware of the responsibilities or the the expectations that the employer has of towards you and towards your results and expectations. You may not really exploring the whole things towards a job description, for instance, and then it makes you feeling shocked in the beginning of the month because you don't really expect a lot of things coming your way, and that's something that you don't even have the knowledge or the skills that you need to to solve the problems or to finalize the projects and things like that. So if you are watching this on the month of January, please be careful on the way you make the decisions. Try to be practical, and the way you may have to find your common grounds here, what you really need to do and what the expectation from your employer would be, and those type of things sounds very simple, but when you took the wrong decisions, then there will be a lot of ripple effects afterwards that you may have to deal with in some way. So the next card that you have representing the thing that you learned from the past, you have the Six of Hearts. So there was some kind of people from the past that you met recently, possibly in the past as well, that you suddenly learn a lot from them, like from their life experience, from the way they decide on their life. Possibly because when you are thinking of whether to take this job or the other job, for instance, when you are facing with difficult choices, you may also reaching out to this your old friends or your ex friends or possibly your loved one, your ex lovers and things like that, or the people in the past, like for instance your coworker, your ex coworker, or your former coworker, I would say. And you may have like a lot of doubt in your mind. That's why you are reaching out to them to see what they are suggesting you on the case that you are facing right now. So the next card that you have representing the things that you need to let go from the past, you have the Six of Spades. So it does look like that in the past you may have certain choices here that you may have to make, and the thing that you just don't want to let go some of those, like you are holding on to those ideas or those type of behavior that you don't it's clearly that you need to let go those things in order to proceed with your life, but you didn't want to do it because you get used to it, or you didn't really want to let go of it, and you just want to proceed with the way things are as normal, and that's something that you should not do it, and that's why you need to somehow clear your mind and just let go some of those false belief, I would say. So let's see the next card that you have representing the future card. Towards the end of the month, you have the Eight of Clubs. So if you've been wanting to, let's say, release some of these fear, some of these like problems and things like that, towards the end of the month there is a help coming your way, and the help will come your way in a very very fast-paced manner, and that's something that you are aware of as well. Maybe in the middle of the month, possibly you brought up this situation and you finally let your employer know that you just don't know how to solve this thing, and your employer take the decision to find someone else to do it, or other than that, find someone else to help you, to assist you on these projects or in this job. And that's something that you may have, some kind of possibly kind of misunderstanding in some way that makes sense now, possibly because you are fearful. Possibly if you don't do the job itself, then you may get fired, or you don't have the capability to do this, and then you finally be able to do it because of your employer taking charge on that, and you are fearful that because of that you will lose your job. But actually the answer is no, you don't, because if you don't brought up the situation, you don't escalate to your employer, there will be no help to you. So the way you did, or the way you have to do during the month of February, if you have some kind of problems, or if you have some kind of decisions that you don't know what is the answer or what should you do, you have to consult to your boss or to your employer, to your manager, so that they can take a necessary decision for you in order to help you too. So let's see the last card for you, representing the clarifying card. At the bottom of the deck you have the King of Clubs. So possibly this is the guy that can help you. Possibly it's your boss or your employer. Is a fire sign male, possibly in the early 40s or in the mid 30s kind of people. So this guy can be somebody that will help you towards the entire month of February. So just be on the lookout on that. Possibly this is your co-worker or your employer that can possibly be, a help for you to make you feel happy and to cope with your responsibility in your workplace. So I hope that this reading is helpful, and if you like the reading, just click like, and if you haven't subscribed already, just click subscribe, and see you next month. Thank you.